That up, flip it down, flip it up.
A moment ago, you said I was crazy. Tomorrow we'll see about that. Don't touch that!
Hello, what's up YouTube? Dennis Allen here. Today I'm going to be doing I don't know if this is my first, but I'm going to be doing an unboxing. And what I got is a Lincoln 210 welder. Let's check it out. First thing I got is a welding mask. Look at that. Got an extra little cart there. This one was a little scratch from the shop, so the guy gave me an extra one. This comes for someone with a really small head, so we just have to adjust it a little. Little knob in the back that adjusts it. Put it on there. Oh, that's nice. See that? Up. Flip it down. Flip it up. Alright. That's that. Put that hat back on. It's a little chilly, so. Got some welding rods. These are E6011s. See that? They're 3 and 3/32, 2.4 millimeter. It's 5 pounds of them, approximate. So these are the welding sticks for the welder that I'm gonna open up right now. Oh Jesus! Oh. So I did buy this local, as you probably saw, because over 14 million people saw the video. I decided to go and buy local. I do have an Amazon affiliate site, and I will put a link below to my affiliate site with this welder, but I'm going to suggest, like I did in the video, buy local. I mean, it's really about the same price, and you're going to build in your community. Alright, so can you see in here? Can you see this? No? Let me readjust the camera. Okay, first turn off the ringer. That's an off. Alright, unboxing. Let me just let everybody know I am completely new to welding. I was an auto mechanic for almost 15 years, probably about the same amount of time I was a corporate guy. I was a grease monkey. But I worked at like chop shops and junkyards, and then I was a real mechanic for most of that time. But my welding experience is very minimal. It was either, I used a lot of torches, things like that. Did a lot of welding, like coat hanger welding, and you got the acetylene torch, and you run a little, fused in a little coat hanger. So I am not going to know all the words and things like that, but this is just like an entry level. I mean, this is a really good welder, but this is me getting to know everything and learning as I go. First thing, some kind of power cord for an adapter. I use like that's a 210 plug. Plug that in. This has different adapters because this torch welder has both 120 and 220. 110 and 220. Or 230 and 115, whatever. This is the ground clamp for when you're stick welding. This is going to plug into the machine. This you clamp onto like a metal table. It's not metal. Well, pretend it is. You can't see it. It's a metal clamp. This is where you're going to put the stick. Remember the old stick welding? Put this in there. And I have stick welded too before. You clamp the negative. Oh, wow. This is really not a tighten it in there. So you clamp this to metal, and then you could, like that. Can you see? You can't see. It's not doing anything because it's not worked out. Not hooked up yet, people. Got a lot of more things to do. Again, I do not know what these parts are. So this is for a... Oh, Eddie, you're going to be very disappointed. This is for the TIG or MIG. TIG. Anyway, so yeah, this is what the TIG MIG welder. See, I'm just all confused on the different terms. Gas hose, you could weld with gas, or they have gas inside of the core. I'll show you that in a second. So here's some different adapters, different tips for the welding torch. The one I said I didn't know the name. This, you can put different tips on there. Those are tips. This is something, this is a feed for the wire when the wire's going through the machine. You'll see it. Don't jump the gun, people. I don't know what I'm doing. That's a cardboard box. Some gauges for the gas gauges. I probably shouldn't, oh, whatever. They're not gonna get wrecked. Nice fancy gas gauges, so when you're hooking up the gas. Styrofoam. More jibbity junk, so it doesn't scratch. Yeah, I just lifted that with one hand. I've never seen a welder that light before. This is why it's so good. It's an inverter welder, and what that means is you're gonna have to look that up on Google because I'm not the guy to go into that. At the end, you know what? I'm gonna put some links below of YouTube channels that I'm watching. Okay, because there's a couple of guys I started watching recently that were recommended to me by my buddy Eddie Santos from Santos Service Center, Union, New Jersey. If you need your car fixed, go there. That's actually where I used to work. That's how I know him. Because I was working there when I was a young lad. It's a little gangster, but alright, I'm kind of squatting down here, people, because I'll show you. Let me show you. Well, whatever. I'll show you what I'm using for as a camera stand. So this is the front thing. That looks like it turns it on. That turns it off. That's all you need to know. On, off. These are different inputs. How this works is apparently sometimes you weld with a positive lead and sometimes with a negative lead. So that goes in there, you know, whatever. The welding gun thing goes in here. The thingamajig, that goes in there. There's a nut inside that you gotta tighten. Now this is the main control panel. I hate these little plastic things. Alright, that's the only one. So that's plexiglass. I don't have power in this container, so I'm not going to turn it on today. That'll be another video. But there's a little compartment in there. We could hide your hashish. I don't know what that's for, but cool. Amps, volts, you could manually tune everything. The good thing about this is that it mostly tells you what you want to, it sets all the settings in here for you. So when you're welding, there's amps and volts. You have to turn them up, get it too hot to arc weld, and there's all kind of different things that happen. And so the old ones had a whole bunch of knobs. So the knobs meant complexity. This makes it nice and simple. That's a back button. It's the home button. This is like a selector. You know, like in the whatever those fancy cars, they have the computer screen and the knobs on them. You do that. Boop. You select it. Boop. You tell it what size. Boop. we'll go through that later. A lot of boops going on in this thing. It's pretty fresh. Again, it's only 40 pounds, so I could take this camping, you know. The inside. Check it, people. Check it, check it, check it. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see this. So they give you a little sample spool of, this is MIG wire. Yeah, so this is the flux wire. I don't know why one's mild steel MIG wire. Flux core wire. Oh, I see. Look at that. So this is the flux core one. This is the one I'm going to probably be using first. Can you see that? Come on, ET. Oh, that's not ET. See, that's what we got there. And then this one comes with it too. I did come up with a name for the Osmo. And its new name is Azimoto. So, oh, that's not Azimoto. That's Azimoto. You can't see yourself. You're Azimoto. This has instructions. A bunch of stuff in it. So these are the, this is the guide rail that the wires ride along. See? Goes right in there. That's it. Let's take this off. Oh, okay. So this is how I was rolling with my tripod holder. All right. So you see in here these little rails. This. Anyway, I'm not going to do it now, but those are a little different for different types of wire. Different settings, and a whole bunch of different things. So these things go on there. This adapter's got to come off. This is for a bigger spool. These are little spools. So this will go right on that nut. Feed the wire through here, out through the gun, and then zzz, and things. Arrows for direction on there. Can't really mess that up. I mean, I guess you can, but shamalama ding though. All right. So that's the Lincoln. What is it? The Power Mig. It's a Power Mig, buddy. Power Mig 210 is the model. So it says all in front there. Power Mig 210. All right. It was kind of pricey. I am using it as a tool, as something that's going to help me build my shipping container palace. Not a palace, it's just going to be a workshop. As you can see, it is very messy. I apologize for the mess, but it has been winter all winter. Yeah, I guess that's true. And I have accumulated more stuff and just threw it in there. But spring is here now, and I'm looking forward to fixing it up, putting a roof on it. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright guys, I think that's it. I'm going to go to a meeting in town, get some cafe at the cafe shop over there in Milheim, Pennsylvania. And I will see you guys later. Oh, one other thing. I really want to thank you guys for all the likes and all the comments. It's crazy how many people are starting to watch the videos. It's great. All you guys commenting, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I guess that's it. Alright guys, from the quarry, from the DIY container mess, Dennis Allen is OUT out. Oh, look at that. We got a bonfire coming up. Peace out, Cub Scouts.